Yeah, that's wishful thinking.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Wishful Thinking podcast.
Yes,
Just want to say
sir.
thank you to everybody for always tuning in, co-host Nick and Hadley. And today we're here with Derick Polk, a legend.
Yeah.
So before we get into it, sir, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for coming on. We're excited to have you.
Oh, man, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
I love how you got the pants on. You got
The whole
this
drip.
this is great. This is awesome.
Try it for life.
So Derick is awesome. But before we get into it, I got to give you a little introduction.
Okay.
From the courts of Cleveland to global arenas, this guest's journey is nothing short of legendary. Standing at 7 feet tall, as you can see, he carved the path from a single-parent household to playing at Ohio State Buckeyes, then touring the world with the Harlem Globetrotters and playing professionally overseas. Today, he guides young athletes, leads community programs, and models excellence inside and outside the court. Derick Polk, welcome to the Wishful Thinking Podcast.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That's well said. Well
I
said.
appreciate it. So before we begin, you gave us your book here.
Yes.
So this is Derick's book, The 7 Travels Around the World. And this book is really incredible. Is this available for purchase if people wanted to?
I haven't put it on my website yet, but I
Okay.
will.
So I will link his website in the description below, but you guys got to check out this book. It's illustrated by Ricardo E. Jackson. Tons of great graphics here. So you got his traveling around the world, Australia, Greek ruins, Great Wall of China. But as you move forward, you have just some history of him. So here's Derick Polk and Arnold Schwarzenegger. You got Derick Polk and Ethel Kennedy, who is, the widow of Senator Robert F. Kennedy. All kinds of good people in here. We got Muhammad Ali, Bruce Jenner, Kirk Cameron, a former actor, Muhammad Ali. So excellent book. Make sure you guys check this out. It's awesome. So thank you for this, sir. We really do appreciate it. This is going to stay on set.
Yeah, definitely. That's fire.
All right. So getting into it, we want to talk about the origins of Derick Polk.
Yes.
So you grew up in Cleveland.
Yeah, grew up in the projects, single home, myself and my sister. Dad wasn't around. And growing up as a kid without a dad, I know that's something that most kids wants to have both parents around, but it didn't happen.
Right.
But for me, I didn't let that stop me from what I wanted to pursue. I wanted to pursue as a younger age. I wanted to be a professional basketball player. Now, how I was going to get there as a young kid, I didn't know. I just know that's what I wanted to do. So I started working on my game. I would go to the courts and play, and then me and my friends, we play basketball on Saturday. But one thing my mom said, that if you're going to do that, you got to take care of your grades. And then a few times I didn't take care of my grades, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't go out and play basketball. I had to sit by the window and watch all my friends playing, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to be the kid that get left out of enjoying things. And growing up, I had a coach that took some time with me to teach me about the game of basketball and how to play the game the right way. And it helped me. My senior year in high school was probably my best year, but nobody recruited me. Nobody recruited a kid 6'7", 170 pounds. So I went all the way over to Arizona, junior college in the desert. And there, when you're in the desert and there's not too much around you, there's two things that you can concentrate on. Concentrate on your grades and play basketball and get to the next level, because I wanted to be the first person in my family to graduate from college. So I worked on my game. My first year, we had a lot of sophomores. So I averaged about 7 points a game, 7 rebounds a game, about almost 5 blocks. And I had college calling me already.
Yeah.
So I talked to my junior college coach, and he said, that's fine, but I think if you come back and you really work hard and bust your tail, you'll have over 100 schools call you. So I came back and did that, and I just started getting calls from everybody around the country. And I decided to go back to Ohio State because my mom worked all the time, and she didn't really get a chance to see me play in high school. So I said, you know what? Ohio State, great school, get a great education. Damn, I decided to come to Ohio State and play. Played there for 3 years, and then after that, my overseas professional career decided. So I got a chance to play in Belgium, got a chance to play in Brazil, got a chance to play in Australia, got plans to play in Spain, Holland for a little while. Then I got a chance to try out the Clippers. And that didn't work out, so I'm trying to decide if I want to go back overseas or not. Opportunity came for me from Globetrotters because, they scout players. And he said, well, we're interested. Would you be interested in coming to our training camp? So I thought about it because I remember as a kid, my mom took me to watch the Globetrotters, and I watched them do all those tricks with the basketball, and I wondered, how do they do all those tricks with the ball? So I said yes. So I went, and they had about 18 players that they invited to camp. They kept 10. I was one of them, so then I had to make a decision. So I decided to go and sign with the Globetrotters. I'm going to tell you something. Some of the best 3.5 years of playing basketball in my life, man. You traveling to a different city every night and playing in front of 10, 15, sometimes 20,000 people. And you're playing in big NBA arenas. I got a chance to play in the old Boston Garden, where you go in the Boston Garden and you see all those jerseys that's up in the rafters, and the floor has dead spots. And then you go and we changed in the Celtics locker room, so you see Larry Bird and Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish. It was awesome. And then you got a chance to play out in Los Angeles in the Great Western Forum, where you see all celebrities there. You see Jack Nicholson coming out to watch you, Whoopi Goldberg, all those people coming out to watch you play. Man, that is something. You see those celebrities and then talk with them, and they're just like you and I. We're just sitting there just talking about life, talking about basketball. What is it like to be a Globetrotter? I'm going to say, what is it like to be a movie superstar? Right. I mean, man, I watch you on TV. I watch your movies and stuff. So that was a great experience.
Man, that is incredible.
That is super incredible.
So I got to ask you, because this is a trending thing now. Have you seen the banana ball?
Yes.
Being a Harlem Globetrotter, that's compared as like the Harlem Globetrotter of baseball. How do you feel about banana ball?
It's very interesting. It's fun. It's fun. A lot of people don't realize, I'm going to take you a little back history, that this year Globetrotters, this is their 100th year.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yes. And a lot of people don't realize is that NBA wasn't the same when back then. So NBA would play first, and the Globetrotters would play second. People just love the Globetrotters. So there's a lot of off teams that took a lot of stuff from the Globetrotters. And I tell you what, those guys are funny, man. I'm just sitting there like, man, that reminds me of a lot of stuff we used to do.
It's cool watching the banana ball. And
yes.
Kudos to the guy who created it. I think it's an excellent concept. But
absolutely.
Because it just gets people into the game a little more. Like if a fan catches the ball, it's an out. That's just an interesting thing, you know?
Cool. Yeah, definitely.
So earlier on in your career, were there any influences who you kind of modeled your game after? Anybody in particular that you were like, I like the way he plays, I like his style?
Yeah. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I shoot a hook shot. I remember I won a high school game shooting the hook shot. The play was designed for our shooter to get the ball. I was supposed to get him the ball, but they double-teamed him. So I just took one dribble right in the key, turned, shot that jump hook, bam, wow. Game. Kareem. Yep.
I could see it a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
You can't really model your game off like an AI, right?
No, not at all. But yes, Kareem, and he was one of my idols. As growing up as a kid. But then Dr. J was one of my idols as well. Then Magic Johnson too. Yeah. So I was very fortunate to see all those guys play.
Mm-hmm. Were you always real tall as a kid, or did you kind of hit a growth spurt as you got older?
Tell you a quick story. 8th grade, I was 5'11". 9th grade, I was 6'2". 10th grade, I was 6'5". Junior year, I was 6'6". In my senior year, I was 6'8". So I had that growth spurt, just like that, man. Just boom, yes.
Any like growing pains with that, or
a little bit?
Oh, those suck.
Oh, yeah. I know my mom did. Yeah.
Man, I got to buy new clothes every
Oh
3
my
months.
goodness.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes.
So my youngest brother,
Uh-huh.
so I'm 26. My youngest brother is 13 right now.
Okay.
So he's in sixth grade or 7th grade. You want to know how tall he is?
Probably about 6 feet.
He's taller than me. He's about 6'3" right now at 13.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Oh man. Okay.
So I'm hoping for big things out of him.
Absolutely.
He's a football. He plays basketball too, but he's naturally good because he's like a foot taller than everybody in his grade.
Right.
You know, he's putting up 20 or 30 points in games that only go to like 40 points.
Right.
So it's just cool to see. So
Very cool.
So what challenges did you face as a young athlete trying to make it to the next level?
Well, growing up, you know, nobody expected you to, to become a professional. You know, I had some people that was in my family that never think that I would do anything. Single mom, dad wasn't around, but they didn't know what motivated me inside. That's something that motivated me. So I didn't let my environment dictate what I wanted to do. And I think that was one of the hurdles, biggest hurdle. You know, anytime you're doing something in sports, you know, you have a coach that may not like you, a coach that may love you and stuff like that and want to do everything for you. So, you know, those are some of the challenges, but then that's what life is about.
Yeah.
And you face that every day. As long as you remain in your passion and true to yourself on what you want to do and what you want to accomplish, everything will be okay. And then the first and foremost, trust the man upstairs because he has a plan for you. And I know sometimes we don't understand it and we want to do our own thing. That's everybody, but he'll make things happen for you in his own time. You just got to be patient. And I know as we don't have a lot of patience with things that we want to accomplish, what we want to do. Just continue to try to work and work hard, and I believe everything will work out.
I think that's a great message. And just to echo that to the people at home, it's tough. You're going to face adversity your entire life. If you're ever trying to do something, there will always be an obstacle in your way at some point. Just persevere, push through, but just know that that obstacle is put into your path for a reason. God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers.
Yes.
And it's a very important thing.
Amen. Amen.
That's awesome. Can you remember a defining moment when you realized that you could turn basketball into something more than just a hobby?
Well, no, not really, because it's something that I always wanted to do, and it was I had made up my mind, and I wasn't gonna let my friends who did bad things stop me. Young ladies, I wasn't gonna let that stop me. I was very motivated. I really wanted it.
Yeah.
And the perseverance and the hard work, you know, it paid off. So.
Wow.
It was like instilled in your DNA coming out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Being tall and, I guess you could say, people say, well, I'm awkward. No, not really, because I'm pretty coordinated.
Yeah. Well, you've got to be coordinated.
I'm
to
pretty
be a
coordinated
Harlem
for a kid.
Globetrotter.
A kid that size, man. So yes, yeah. I remember my first love was football. Me and my friends, we go out and play football on Saturday morning because NFL come on Sunday. So my grandma and mom, I get maybe a Browns helmet or something like that. I was lucky enough to get that, and we go out and play football, and then we took baseball, but basketball was always my thing.
Yeah.
And it was just instilled in me, and I really think that's one of the things that I was meant to do, is just do that for a living. I've been blessed because I was able to do that for a living and make a living for myself and my family.
Everybody's got their talent, their thing they're destined to do.
Yes.
You might try certain things. Tried football, didn't really work out.
Right.
But somewhere down the way, you find your way.
Yeah.
I was telling you earlier, I was doing all this corporate sales nonsense.
Yeah.
And I found that I really just enjoy talking. So that's why I pursued now a career in, DJing, and now we're doing these podcasts.
Yes.
So if you're at home and you don't really know what you want to do or you don't know what your plan is, try some things. If they fail, they fail. Try something else. Figure out what your passion is and pursue it indefinitely. We like to relate concepts to the people watching at home. It's just
without a doubt, because you're as long as you're on this earth, you're gonna find things that you like, you don't like, things you may fail at, and things you be successful at. That's just part of life.
Yep.
And I've been very blessed and been strong enough, to be able to deal with disappointments in life, and it's just keep it moving. It's just my mindset. It bothers you for a while, but then you move on.
Yep.
And it's a testament. It's a testament to my faith. It's a testament to my belief. And I have a good set. My sister, she's a great motivator, and she always looks out for her big brother, because I looked out for her when she was younger too. So
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's
And so this episode, we came up with a new segment that we're going to carry further, but you'll be the first guest under the new segment.
Yes.
And we call it Wishful or Doubtful.
Okay.
Kind of playing on our name a little bit. So we'll give you scenarios,
Okay.
and we want you to let us know whether it's wishful thinking or doubtful to happen.
Okay.
So the first one we have here is basketball will never be as entertaining as it was during the Globetrotter era. Is that wishful or is that doubtful?
Ooh, that's a good one. Wishful. Wishful. I wish it would, because the game of basketball, it's just we changed the game, and now everybody wants to shoot threes, and that's concept. I'm an old school coach, because I coach with new school vet. I realized that you gotta let players be themselves, but I'm a move the ball, and that's what Globetrotters do. We move the ball. We make the ball work.
Yeah.
Make the ball work for us. The ball cut here, cut back doors, lobs, all those things. That's basketball.
Yeah. That teamwork.
Sometimes we want to come down and just shoot threes and say, miss, okay, I'm going to jack up another three.
I know.
And I'm a 7-footer. I played majority of my life on the block, and that's why I made my living. But now, since I'm getting ready to turn 65, and for the last 3 years, some of the teams that I play with, Derick, you can go down and shoot the three. And I shoot occasional, but I'm always a mid-range player.
Yep.
But basketball is good to be moved. Basketball moved. That's how you get a lot of back cuts.
Sport.
Yes.
It's a team
Everybody
sport.
touches the basketball. That's basketball.
Yes. I like that. And I think the game of basketball has certainly changed nowadays.
Yes, it has.
And even just watching my brother in 13 playing 6th and 7th grade ball, everybody wants to come up the court and shoot a three.
All the time.
And, I mean, we have Steph Curry to be a testament to that.
Yes.
Guys like him, Kevin Durant,
Yes.
Klay Thompson,
Yep.
which is okay when you're Steph Curry and you're going to hit
Yes.
8 out of 10.
Yes.
But everybody wants to be Steph Curry. And so I think that's a really good thing is basketball is teamwork.
Yes.
Move the ball. If you get a wide open three, take the shot.
Yes. I mean, that's one of the things I think as old school coaches have learned to adapt to the game.
Sorry, I got a good wishful or doubtful. People get wiser with age.
That's a good one. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
But there's some that don't. But yes, they do, because you've experienced a whole lot, and you deal with certain things in life that come your way. And if you're younger, if you don't know how to deal with it, that's one of the reasons why I started my foundation, Derick Polk Sports and Derick Polk Basketball, because I coached AAU for 25 years, and I still coach it. But kids need to understand that, number one, you get an opportunity to play a game that you really love, and you get to play it the right way. And a lot of programs don't teach kids that. They just throw the ball out and shoot. We teach the game. We teach the game how to make a pass, make an extra pass, and don't be selfish. Because teams that win, they all play together. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I do is that I call college coaches for kids. Some coaches don't teach kids how to play basketball the right way. I coach in college too, and you'd be surprised how many kids can't use their left hand. Now that's something that you're supposed to know growing up if you have the right coach that's going to teach you that. Sometimes coaches don't have that time to do that. But it hurts the kid because that kid doesn't know. So then when he gets into college, I want you to go and make a move with your left hand. He can't finish with his left hand.
Wow.
Yeah. Or his right hand or his strong hand. I mean,
exactly.
So, you got to be a well-rounded basketball player in order to succeed. And then you got to have a coach. A lot of people don't realize you got to have a coach that believes in you and that's going to give you opportunity. Some coaches don't. That's just how it is. And that's another journey in life.
Yep. What do you think the ratio that is to where like coaches that really want to help and do good for the kids rather than just coming in and getting it done and over with?
I think it's gotten better.
Yeah.
I think it's up to about maybe 45-50%. It has. It's gotten better. Mm-hmm. But there's still some that, hey, we're going to go through the mode. This is what I want you to do and go do it. And you got to teach kids.
Yes. Because
their ego, which is everybody's ego, will get in the way of doing things the right way.
Do you find it easier to teach young kids when they're impressionable versus trying to correct mistakes of a teenager or a college student?
Yes, because when you have a young kid, you can mold them and teach them the right way. I have some kids that I see that they're in the 5th grade, and they're about this high. But he can finish with his left hand. He can finish with his right hand. He can put the ball on the floor. He can get to the basket. And I told him, man, you do better than grown-ups. because he's not, he watched TV, but somebody has taught him how to do this, and I just enhanced that. But, when you get older kids, it's those who will listen to you because I've experienced everything that you're going through, and I try to share everything about being an athlete, right, being a basketball player, the things you have to do. You have to sacrifice a lot. You have to get up in the morning. You have to go to the gym. You got to lift. You got to shoot. You got to shoot 500 shots a day. You got to shoot left-hand hooks, right-hand hooks, drop steps, all those things. All those things I did.
That's what it takes.
Yep.
That's what it takes.
Yep.
So last question of the Wishful or Doubtful.
Okay.
Just a little fun one. Don't take offense to it.
No.
Is it wishful or doubtful that you could still pull off a Globetrotter routine today?
I can.
Oh, yeah.
I can, yes.
Nice.
I can.
That's great.
Fire. I can tell. It looks like you keep yourself in good shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. You know what? I do. I used to play about 2 to 3 times a week, and then I was still on a travel team where we go to Detroit, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, and play in Indianapolis and stuff. So I still try to do that when I can. Mm-hmm. And I think staying in shape helps me, not only from a physical, but from a mental aspect too, because you're doing something that you love to do. Mm-hmm. And just to get that sweat and the play and the push, the shove, the bang and all that. And a lot of people say, why are you still playing at 65? I haven't picked up basketball in about 40 years because that passion is in me. Mm-hmm. And I tried to retire, but, when I don't get to go to the gym, man, I get antsy. I want to go. But then once I go to the gym and sweat and stuff like that, it relieves a lot of stress.
Relaxed. And
then it helps your mental, too, as well.
I agree. That is huge.
So transitioning to the next segment.
Yes.
Building a career in your global career. You traveled all over the world.
Yes.
How did those global experiences shape you?
Because a lot of people don't realize going to a foreign country back then when I was traveling, you couldn't turn on the TV and watch your favorite program.
Right.
They have some old school things on TV, you'd have to watch that, or either you have to listen to your music that you have. So when you're coming back here, it makes you appreciate what you have. I remember Globetrotters, we were in China, and we were in China for about 2 weeks, so we got a chance to go to the farthest east, west of China. We went to farthest west where they have graveyard for all the people that was in the war.
Wow.
And then we would go to the other part of China where it was warm. But then I remember staying in the Hilton in Beijing, and I pull my curtain back, I see a family living in a shack. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, wow, they living in a shack. They don't have a house. They don't have warm water. They don't have all those things. And I have all those things. So it made me give a different perspective on how other people in other countries live. And if a lot of people could go to these other foreign countries and see how they live, they would appreciate some of the things we have in life. I know things are bad and tough, but you know, some things are worse where you're at, so you need to appreciate what you have. And I'm just blessed, man. I tell you, I got a chance to see the world. And, you know, got to walk the Great Wall of China.
Yeah,
And then I played and lived in Australia, in Sydney, so I got a chance to drive on the wrong side of the road. I'll give you a story. I was in Australia, and this was my first year. And, you know, they drive on this side, right?
Right.
So I'm driving, and I'm going across the Harbor Bridge. It's rush hour. And, you know, I just started learning how to drive on the side of the road. So I'm driving, and I had a Taurus, and the windows were kind of tinted. So the police pulled me over. And I said, hello, officer. He said, reason why I pulled you over, because I wanted to see, because I didn't see anybody driving the car because I was back here, and he couldn't see. He couldn't see. He looked and said, who's driving the car?
Yeah.
But I had my seat all the way back
Yeah.
leaning because I needed it for my leg room. that was an experience. That was my welcome to Australia
That is
experience.
that is funny.
That is funny.
So, what was your mindset on the Globetrotters tour? How did you balance showmanship, skill, entertainment, and professionalism?
A lot of people don't realize is that Globetrotters, you know, we make mistakes, but everything we do, we perfect it. We work on it. There's a thing between the show and then there comes a time when you're playing real basketball. That used to be usually the third quarter. But, you know, this in first, second, third quarter, there's a little part where you still play basketball, but you get enough lead so then we can do our show plays. Because people want to see the show plays. They want to see spectacular dunks and stuff like that, but they want to see the comedy. They want to see the water trick. They want to see popcorn. We got a guy who do popcorn, go in the stand and throw popcorn on everybody and just messing with the referee and stuff like that. So it's pieced out well, and it's something that you know your part is coming up, and you got to be ready for it.
Do you have one that specifically you enjoyed the most that you did?
Nope, I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed them all. I had to be a dunker. I had to dunk it, and I think watching one of the things that sets the tone for the Globetrotters is you get into the magic circle. And when you get into the magic circle, that's where you can do everything you want with the basketball. And it's going here, it's going there, it's going here, it's going there. And that sets the whole tempo of for the show. But one of the things that I was very lucky, I had some great teammates, man. You know, when you be on the road 340 days out of the year with the same people, it can be a little tedious, but I had some great teammates, man. We really had a good time. We really did, and I really enjoyed it. I honestly did.
You got a champion of a spirit, man. It's great. So I got to ask you,
Yes.
what routines, disciplines, or habits kept you successful during those years, kept you level-headed?
Remembering where I came from. Remember the people that doubted that I'd be able to do anything. people ask me for your autograph. Even to this day, when I go down and watch the Globetrotters, when they come, I go down and watch them, and I get a chance to meet all the young guys. People still remember you, and they still ask for your autograph. So I'm signing as many autographs as those guys, and I've been going for them for almost 30 years, but they still remember. And they remember my first year. I got to tell you, my first year, I played out at Richfield. And they had it in the paper. Derick Polk comes home for playing with the Globetrotters. What an experience. When people say you want your autograph because they tell you a story about the Globetrotters from around the world, it's an honor. And for me, I'm always going to be humble because I've been blessed. I've been blessed to do that for, man, whew. Not too many people get that opportunity.
Absolutely. So let's segue a little bit into just some highlights and impact. So you have your foundation. You want to tell us a little bit more about your foundation?
Yes.
Please
Yes.
do.
I started Derick Polk Sports and Derick Polk Basketball because when I coached AAU for some other organization, it was always about the bottom line. And I said to myself, well, what about if there's a kid, mom can't afford for him to play or her to play, because I coach girls too. Can we scholarship them? And he's saying, well, that's going to affect the bottom line. So then it's something I should have did a long time ago, but I decided I'm going to start my own AAU program. And I've sponsored kids who couldn't afford to pay. But they're doing good in school. They're good kids. They love the game of basketball. And mom or dad just can't afford it. Or mom's there, but dad's not around. So then I sponsor them. So, yes, come on and play. Then when we go out of town, if they can't afford it, my foundation would take care of their hotel room and feed them and stuff. So it's my way of giving back because somebody took a chance on me to help me to get where I wanted to go to. So it's a way of giving back.
So are you guys raising a lot of funds, or is a lot of it coming out of your own pocket?
Some of it comes out of our own pocket, but, one of the things I'm trying to raise funds for my program so that it goes to that, to help kids, because they love the game and they want to play. And then if I can help them get to college too as well, man, it would be great, because every kid deserves the opportunity to go and experience college life and see what it's like to be in college and deal with different people and different cultures and stuff like that, and get a degree, because they need a degree in order to be successful. Some of them, when they get done with high school, they got to go find a 9-to-5. So at least take that step to enjoy some things in life if you can.
I love that.
Definitely.
So I mentioned that he's been my best friend for almost 20 years now, and we both come from fatherless homes. So we're trying to come up with a foundation where we can help support young men, particularly fatherless homes, helping to aid them with like the resources. Because I know for me, for example, when I was younger, I was like, I don't need him. I can figure it out on my own. We're kind of stubborn to the fact of help.
Definitely.
So we're kind of thinking, get in touch with the single mothers who can provide for the kid.
Yes.
And they could take all the credit. We don't need any credit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Yes.
that's something that we're working on, very passionate about it.
Yeah.
But you saying that reminded me of that, and I'm excited to get that off the ground.
Oh, without a doubt, man. Definitely.
It's important.
Absolutely.
Whether you know you're getting that help or not, it's good to have.
Of course.
Even if
Something
you're
as simple as fresh shoes for the school year.
Yes.
Getting them a suit if they have like a job interview, helping them
Yes.
with job interviews, helping them
Yes.
build a resume.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If they want to go into the trades, get them some boots.
Yes.
You know? So it could be little things that go a long way. So
I'm going to say this. One of the things that I do is that the kids that I've helped, not just with basketball, but on that, I still check on them to see how they're doing, and they're doing, they're doing good in school. They've decided on what they wanted to do, and they're doing well. Then you have some, and be honest with you, some that go down there and say, well, this is not for me. Okay, well then you got to come back home. Then you got to figure out what you want to do with life.
yes.
You know, I mean, I've helped you as far as I can. I'll try to help you as much as I can to get you there. I'm not just going to leave you hanging, but you've got to decide on what you want to do. And if once you find something that you're going to do, you got to stick to it.
Yep.
100%. So looking back, what is your proudest moment from your Globetrotters or pro career?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna take one step further.
Mm-hmm.
One of the proudest moment, college. I got my degree in education from Ohio State. That was big because first person in my family to graduate. Nobody expected me to do that. Basketball wise, I've been blessed to play against some of the best players in the world. Play against Patrick Ewing, play against Michael Jordan.
Really?
I mean, yep. Kevin Willis from the Big Ten. I mean, Scott Skiles, Sam Vincent, Isaiah Thomas. I mean, all those players I got a chance to play against.
How was it like playing against Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan was good then, but nobody expected him to take off like he did. Yeah, he was
So when
special.
was that? When did you play
83.
with them? 83?
83. We played him in the NCAA tournament.
Oh,
83. Yep.
damn.
And he just took off, man. He became one of the greatest basketball players.
Do you think
In the
Michael's
world.
the GOAT, or do you think it's LeBron?
Woo! Everybody, different eras. For me, I always thought Kareem was.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, Kareem was because
that's-
Kareem
That's this guy?
won championships in high school. He won championships in college. He won championships in the NBA. He won MVPs, and he was the NBA's leading scorer. But for me, it was Kareem.
He was very consistent
Yes.
from the jump.
Yes,
Which
but
is huge.
Michael Jordan had that he had that flair.
Mm-hmm.
He was a great player. LeBron, passer, get everybody involved. Different eras, man. Different
Different
eras. Everybody wants
Different
to say
styles
is
of
to go to.
basketball
You have
completely.
different styles of basketball.
Yeah, because just being my age, I mean, LeBron is my GOAT.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Of course.
Yep.
And I didn't even consider Kareem to be a GOAT. You know what I mean?
Watch him on
Not
TV.
to disregard his greatness. He's great.
Right.
But the debate is always Michael and LeBron.
All the time.
You know what I mean?
All the time. And,
So-
they get left. Kareem gets left out. Yep.
There's a lot of great players that get left out that could be in the conversation.
Oh man, Bill Russell.
Bill Russell.
Bill Russell. He got what?
11 championships.
11
right?
championships, and what he had to deal with back then with the racism and everything, man. That you had to be really strong mentally,
Yes.
and still go out there and play the game that you love. That's tough.
Magic. Larry Bird.
Larry Bird. Yes. They saved, back then, some of the games were tape delayed. So, everybody, the East West, hard working over here, Showtime out there. Crash, NBA roll with it. It changed the game.
Yep. And Larry had all those back problems he played with his whole career, and he just kept pushing.
You know what? What hurt Larry is that Reggie Lewis passed away, and then Len Bias passed away. Now, just think if Boston would have had those guys,
Yeah.
Larry could have took breaks. He could have probably played a little bit longer.
Right.
But then since that happened, he had to play till he couldn't play anymore.
Yep. It's crazy stuff.
Yes.
So if you could go back and give your younger playing self one piece of advice, what would it be?
Good question.
Thank you.
Continue to lift and get stronger. Continue to push yourself. Continue to maybe strive for that NBA thing again. I think that's it. I've been lucky enough to do things that I never thought I'd be able to do, man.
You wouldn't want to jinx your younger self or tell him too much to where he messed it up.
I mean,
Right.
that's a good message, though. Just
Yes.
keep working
Yes.
and don't forget the goal. Don't forget the dream.
Don't forget the dream, man, and make sure you get your education. That's what I tell you, and continue to stray on that straight path and don't let anybody take you off that path. Because a lot of times, you know, back then you had influences from your friends that some of them may be jealous because you set a goal for yourself and you're going to get that goal, and you're not going to let them or anybody stop you from that. So I would tell them to be very, very, very weary of that.
That's cool.
That is.
So somewhere in the middle, we typically like to have a halftime report, is what we call it.
Okay.
Hadley's halftime, where we ask 10 questions
Okay.
that can be completely unrelated to basketball.
Okay.
They're unrelated.
And you have
For
the
sure.
and you have the ability to
Random.
answer them to any length, and you could also decline.
Okay.
So it's his show, and I kind of just sit here and commentate. So.
Okay.
They're a little silly.
Okay.
Some of them are deep though.
Okay.
Some of them are just random.
Okay.
So starting it off with the silly one. Would you rather fight a bear-sized duck or 10 duck-sized bears?
One duck.
But the duck's the size of a bear. Or 10 bears the size of ducks.
I'm gonna avoid that. That's a good one, man. That is a good one. I maybe just one bear, I guess. I don't know. One bear.
All right. What's a smell you secretly love but wouldn't usually admit?
He wasn't ready for all these. He's basketball mode.
I know.
Oh man. Ooh wee, that's a good one. Where you get that one from?
Smell of a locker room, maybe. Or
Okay. Yes. The smell when you go into a gym, you can smell that the gym has been used, and it's got a certain smell to it.
Mm-hmm. I
Yes.
thought you almost would have said like the smell of a fresh basketball. You know that smell? Like a fresh basketball smell? That's a good smell.
Yep. That's a good one.
Right.
Okay.
All right. You get one free crime pass. What would you spend that on?
One.
That means you get to do anything that's illegal, but you get a chance to do it.
Oh man, I buy clothes.
Just go get a whole bunch of
I
clothes.
get a bunch of clothes that fit me.
How hard is it to find clothes that fit you?
It's difficult. You know, they have a couple places. I'm gonna give them a promo. Martin's out in Euclid.
Yeah.
Where he makes some suits for me, and then Biggie Tall down in Columbus. They have clothes that'll fit me. You know, DXL they have for big wider guys, but they don't have a lot of clothes that fit guys with length.
Yep.
And that's important.
you know what you should try?
Yeah.
Joseph A. Banks.
Really?
Yes, for suits in particularly. They have all kinds of sizes. Yep.
But do they have length size?
They have length. Yep. 'Cause my uncle's 6'8", and I get up some stuff there too. You're only 4 inches.
But you know that
4 inches
being
is a
that
lot.
4 inches is a lot,
All right.
man. Yeah, that's a lot. Trust me, it is.
You're right.
It is. But Martin,
What's your length size on your pants? You like a 38 length or something?
I'm about a 41, 42, man. 41, 42. Matter of fact, I got some jeans that still come all the way down to me. That's how long they are.
The length is probably bigger than your waist, I would guess.
Yeah, the waist, yes. The waist is about I would say 40 something.
That is crazy.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know how you get those.
Like Martins, you get your suits tailor made, so they fit you.
Gotcha.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
those 3 inches, 4 inches, they make a big difference.
Yeah, you're right.
Definitely, especially with a suit.
Yes.
What's a conspiracy theory that you kind of believe in?
Conspiracy. Kennedy was mob hit.
That's a good one we haven't
Good
heard.
one, yeah, definitely.
Let's see.
So you think he was whacked by the CIA? Or do you believe that he
I think it was a little bit of both. I really do. I really think it's a little bit of both because family back then with the gangsters and all that stuff, man. It was sad, but it's something that happened in history. And I think that event kind of changed history.
Yes, absolutely.
It really changed people's way of thinking, opened people's eyes a little bit more to what the world is really like, and
Absolutely.
trying to deal with it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a fire one. We haven't heard that one. So, what's a lesson that you had to learn the hard way?
Guess what? One of the lessons I learned is that sometimes when you trust people, they can turn their back on you, or trusting is a big thing. A lot of people trust a lot of people, and when you put your trust in somebody, you expect them to trust you back and to do things that they say, and then when they don't do things that they say they're going to do, and you put everything into a friendship or whatever it may be, and they turn their back on you. So trust is a big thing with me. It really is.
I think I've learned that the hard way, too.
Yep. You learn it the hard way.
Is love a choice or a feeling?
Both. Because you choose to try to love that person, and then you in your heart and you feeling that you feel like that person is the right person for you. So I believe it's both.
Good answer. I agree.
Both.
Who's more toxic, men or a woman?
Oh, man. But as that has grown over the years, I think it's both. I think it's both. Sometimes you have people that are in toxic relationships, and, misery loves company.
Absolutely.
I think it's both. Both people can be very toxic, and it can be hurtful and stuff. So
Definitely. Yeah. Man, these are good.
Well, I like these, man. Let's keep going.
What's a small thing that instantly ruins your mood?
That's a good one. People with attitudes that come in and try to ruin your mood because their day is bad.
Yep.
And they want to try to ruin your day. I think, if you have your attitude, everybody goes through something all the time. But when you come around other people, if you're going to come around them, you got to put on the front, I guess, just you're there for a reason, there because maybe they can help you deal with your attitude or what you got going on. But, people's attitudes, I think, it's hard to deal with sometimes.
Absolutely.
The last one you got.
We'll do one more.
Okay, we can do 2 more, 3
We'll do
more,
2
man.
more.
I'm good.
He likes these.
Yeah.
Keep it
So
rolling.
this one, you can answer or you might not want to.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, boy, here we go. Buckle up.
It's nothing like too crazy, but it
Okay.
could be something where you don't want to answer.
Okay.
It. If your ex texted you, "I miss you," what would your immediate response be?
Depends on what I'm doing at that time.
Are you married?
No, not anymore. I'm divorced.
So
I'm divorced. I got
can
2
do whatever
lovely
you want.
daughters. Yeah, but if that depends on if I'm with somebody at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But then if she called, maybe there's something that she needs or she just wants to talk or whatever. I mean, I would, I'd ask her, say, hey, what's up?
Right.
And she said, I just wanted to call to say, well, I'm thinking about you, and I want to bet that say, no, I don't think that's going to happen.
So you would respond to make sure she's good,
Yeah.
but not to pursue anything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. I try, some exes I try to stay friendly with, Been lucky. I've been travel around the world, and, some of my friends that I've stayed friendly with. haven't talked to them, but I've stayed friendly with. So we're good. I done moved on, and I'm good.
Sure.
Yes.
And I wanted to ask you that because I feel like you're one of our more seasoned guests.
Very seasoned, is it?
I mean,
Very seasoned.
Way to put it.
Yeah, very, very good, man. Very seasoned.
all right, we got a last one here, and this one I'm going to ask you to take a look into yourself a little bit.
Okay.
And tell us, what is your most toxic trait or red flag that you have about yourself that you would like to work on?
I care too much.
I could see that.
And sometimes I have to pull myself back because I care. I care about that kid, or I care about that person, or I care about what they're going through. And sometimes caring can get you hurt, get your feelings hurt, get you into maybe a situation that you don't want to get into. So I have to be very careful about that.
So I'd like to elaborate a little bit off of that too, because how do you handle a situation to where it could be somebody who's attacking you or coming bad about you or ruining your day, but you still care about that person enough to where you don't want to do it to them, but you'll still, like, you're in that middle kind of limbo to where it's like, man, I don't want to not say nothing, but I also don't want to put too much time into this person because they don't really care about me like that.
I'll walk away. And I pride myself on dealing with a lot of things because I've been around for a while, so I deal with it in my own way. And I'm sure it'll still bother me for a while, but eventually I'll get over it and keep it moving.
Well, thanks for playing the halftime report.
Oh, man, that was great.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's fun to get a little off topic, and it helps us to learn the real you.
Yes.
You could be a basketball player, but who's Derick Polk? You know what I mean? That's what that segment's about.
There you go.
So, moving forward a little bit here.
Yes.
Just talk a little bit about network, community, the industry itself. So, how do you view the role as a professional athlete within the community, and do you see yourself as a role model?
I do see myself as a role model because, number one, for where I grew up from and how I became successful in doing it, and talking with kids and even talking with adults about things that try to deter you from your goal. Like I said, if you want to be, it may not be basketball, you may want to be a musician, or, you may want to be a doctor. Stick with that and strive to do it. And don't let anything distract you from doing it. I had a cousin that he wanted to be a doctor. He went on to become a doctor. And he was a doctor at Ohio State, Northwestern. And he passed away, but I feel like I was a role model for him because he set that goal for himself, and he followed it. And then my sister's got 3 degrees, and just think, her big brother, if I had been nothing more than somebody that strived to get a degree and strived to play professionally, I feel like I helped motivate her. So I've always been partial to being a role model and teaching kids, like I said, about playing basketball the right way. But the most important thing is get those grades, because you get those grades, you become a good student athlete. Coaches will look at you, you're a great player, but man, this kid's got a 3.4. You can dictate where you want to go and play. And as long as you can control the basketball, don't let basketball control you. And a lot of people, I'm for all the athletes. I'm for athletes to being able to control their own destiny, because some owners, they're like, this is what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna stick to it, and you have no control over that. But if you have control over your own destiny, you can decide if you want to do this or if you want to do that. And I think that's important. I feel like I am a role model, and I can help teach kids how to play the game the right way and to become good young men and women. Tell you a quick story while we got a minute. Also coaching, I coached the girls team. And I had those girls from the 4th grade, my daughter played on the team from the 4th grade, all the way up till they got to high school. And I kept all those girls stayed together. I just added a piece here and there. And the majority of all those girls, I went on to go into college. And now some of them have families now and stuff, and they were successful. Just think if number one, I hadn't been lucky to coach them, but I had to coach them and cultivate them and to think, we had a good team because we used to beat all the AAU teams. And I took them to Kentucky. I took them to Tennessee, Indiana. We went to Michigan. We went to all those places. Those girls and they played together. They played together as a team. And that was a testament to them wanting to learn, 2, to help me to teach them, and number 3, and one of the most important things, and I know they get a lot of bad rep, is that having good parents. And I've always taken it, they trust me with their kid. And that's big. A lot of people do not trust coaches with their kid.
It's a lot of bad stories, especially lately in my school. The football coach at my school was like that with some of the younger kids and stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's
so I pride myself on doing that, and I let them know I'm gonna teach your kid how to do this thing the right way if you allow me to, and they allow me to, and that's one of the things I think I take very good pride in that.
Absolutely. Is there anything that the kids have taught you or a lesson you've learned working with the youth?
Patience.
Yeah.
Patience. Sometimes you have to repeat things over and over again to get them to register it. Coaching, as a coach, you set a play is designed for you to do something with it. But it's just a structure. You still got to play basketball. And I tell my bigs, the middle comes open all the time, and they'll just sit there and watch. Go to the spot, get the ball, and score. Yes. Patience, I think, is a key, and a lot of good coaches have patience because with today's kids, they got so many other things that are going on with them. They got all the Instagrams, TikToks, Facebook, and all that. We did not have all that when we were growing up.
Like kids' attention spans are way shorter now.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, easily.
It's hard to keep them.
Yeah.
Because I have 4 kids. Might not look like it, but
okay.
I do. So
okay.
I'm learning that as my daughter's getting into kindergarten now, is like trying to sit there and like explain something to her. She'll I gotta like be on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard to keep them just focused on one thing.
Yes.
For a long period
absolutely.
Of time.
Absolutely. But I also tell them, if you really love the game of basketball, this is what you're gonna have to learn to get this down packed. So you got to listen to me because I've been there. I know what you're going through, and I can help you get through it.
So for aspiring players from Cleveland or similar backgrounds, what should they prioritize besides just their scale of the game?
Education. I'm a firm believer that I think high schools should have study table for athletes the entire year, not when they're just in football, not when they're just in basketball, not when they're just in baseball or track or whatever. They still have to have study table because that's going to help keep them motivated with their grades. Sometimes when the season's over with, oh, man, I don't have to be eligible now, so I can let my grades slip. No, because if you decide if you want to try to get to that next level, they look at that. They look at your grades, and you do not want to be just a piece of paper.
Absolutely.
Because when they look at your transcripts and stuff, they say, okay, this kid's good. He's good. His grades are good. It's fine. But they don't know what that kid is gone through. His grades are bad right now. But they don't know the real you. Right now, you just a piece of paper that says, oh, he don't go to class, he's not motivated, he don't do all that.
Right.
And you have to meet that person to see what his home life is and what's going on with him in life.
More beyond the paper.
Yes. So I think when people apply for schools and stuff like that, they read your transcript, but I think they need to meet them face to face just to see what's going on with them. And I think a lot of coaches are doing that now. They're going to their houses and sitting down and what their home life is. It's like I remember going to Ohio State. Eldon Miller was my coach, and Eldon was coming to the projects. And he was walking up, and everybody was looking. And he's coming to my apartment where my mom's at. Coach came in and sat down. So when a coach comes to your projects, man, just to see you, to talk to you about you, and meet your mom, man, that's an awesome experience.
That is.
That kind of shows a little bit of respect to the coach too, huh?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Okay. He's like
Yep.
not afraid or weary. He's here.
Oh yeah. Oh, without a doubt, no doubt about it.
So getting into just beyond the game, legacy, the future of you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're off the court,
Yes.
who is Derick Polk? How do you recharge and stay grounded?
Man, I got a busy schedule. So then when I get a chance to get home and lay it down and just relax, I relax. I may cut on TV and watch some games. Sometimes I go to my apartment and I grab something to eat and I sit and just peace and quiet and just sit and just think about some of the things that I accomplished that day, some of the things that I have to accomplish going forward and stuff like that. I go hang out with some of my buddies, and we'll go out. Maybe we have, we have some adult beverages and just sit and just talk about ball and about life and just hang out.
So you're a pretty normal dude.
Normal dude.
Normal
Yeah,
dude.
I'm a normal person. Yep. You wouldn't believe it, but yeah, I'm a normal person.
So you've built a legacy through your nonprofit and mentorship work.
Yes.
What do you want your legacy to be?
That I cared about people, cared about kids. I wanted the best for the kids. Also wanted to share my faith and my belief in God, because God has helped me get where I'm at.
God is good.
Yep, and that each kid knows that Coach Polk cared about me, more so not just as a basketball player, but as a person, and how I've grown, and I think that's one of the best legacy that you can live, and also that I was a good father to my daughters. I was a good father, and I cared about them, and I loved them, and I did everything in my power to help them to be successful in life. And I was a good brother to my sister, and a good uncle to my nieces and to my nephews and stuff. And I was a good friend to all my close friends. They could always talk about everything, anything, and we shared the court together. We won championships together. I think that's a pretty good legacy.
I'd say so.
That's beautiful. So how do you value success now versus when you were younger? Were you more accolade driven back then?
To a certain extent, I was, but I was also very appreciative, humble to have that opportunity to do all that kind of stuff, because a lot of people don't get that opportunity, especially growing up single parent. But I also got to say one thing. My dad wasn't around with me growing up. Only time I would see him would be at funerals. So my mom told me, she said, you ought to go and try to find your dad and find out his version on what happened and stuff. So we searched around and searched. Come to find out, he lived about maybe 20 minutes from where I live. So, when I sat down, I called him and I said, I want to sit down and talk with you. And that was big for me, man, because, I had that anger inside of me
We all do, yeah.
Because, you weren't around. Man, as a little kid, I'm expecting you to be around,
Exactly.
Me and my mother wasn't together, but you still my father. Didn't come around. So it was very odd because when I talked with him, he sat here and he sat about over there by where you were. So, we talked and stuff like that, and I wanted to get his version of everything that happened. And he told me his version. He told me he apologized. He was sorry. And I told him, what took you so long? Because I had to grow to know that people not going to be together all the time. But I still don't mean that you can't be a father. And he had a hard time dealing with that. So then it's very odd when somebody's not in your life and you think about, I call him, say, man, I'm calling my father. And I had to do that. You say, hey, how you doing? This and that. We talk for a minute, talk for about maybe 10 minutes, boom, off the phone. And then he called me and say, hey, how you doing? And stuff like that. And this went on for about a year or so. Next thing you know, he passed away. So, that was a feeling. Like your dad passed away, but he wasn't part of your life. So how do you deal with that? I know a lot of kids deal with that. How do you deal with a man that was your father that you wanted to look up to that wasn't in your life? So that feeling was tough.
Did you feel like you at least got closure?
To a certain extent, yes. But, when I went to a funeral and I saw him, that's my father, but there was no feeling.
There was no feeling.
There was no feeling because he wasn't around.
Right.
About a year after that, I say about a year and a half, 2 years, my mom passed away. And that was crushed because that was my heart. That was my soul. And, Mom was always there with me. And, she helped raise me and she taught me a lot of values because she was a strong woman. And the feelings, that was really tough. That was really tough. But as I gotten older, I realized that things happen in life. And we have to learn how to deal with them. And I've dealt with it. So, it's okay. But those emotions that you have, kids go through the emotion when dad ain't around, and they just growing up from here to here to here to here now. Different era now. So, kids sometimes will act out because dad wasn't around. I didn't act out. I got motivated to do what I needed to do. And that's one of the things I try to teach kids to do. Because dad's not around, that's okay. You set a goal for yourself, and you keep pushing to that goal.
Was your dad tall like you?
Yeah, dad was about 6'4", 6'5". My mom was 6. So that's where I get the size from. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to push through. You can't let something hold you down.
Oh, no, you can't. You cannot.
Because shit happens to everybody.
Yes,
Things happen to everybody.
Yep.
And you just got to push through.
Yes, it does.
So, do you want to hit him with your final question before we get into our last segment?
Lead to this final question too, and we ask everybody this.
Okay.
So, when everything's all said and done, and you've done what you wanted to do as a person, you've done your nonprofit, everything, and you're towards the end, what's one word that you'd like people to remember you by?
Hard worker and driven. Hard worker and driven.
That is good. That's very good. I don't think we've gotten that one yet either.
No, we haven't. That is good. Is there anything we missed that you wanted to talk about? We talked about.
If there's people out there that wanna, they're business people and stuff that want to donate to a nonprofit that's going to help kids, Derick Polk Sports is something that you can, because all of it goes to helping kids strive to be better and strive to do something that they love and teaching them how to play the game of basketball the right way and dealing with issues. One thing when you're a coach, but you're a psychologist too, because kids will share with you, but they can't share with mom and dad. And then, or they're not doing good in school. I tell mom, well, let me talk to him, or let me talk to her. And then I try to enlighten them on what's the importance of getting those grades together.
Right.
Because you get an opportunity. Some kids don't get the opportunity. You got an opportunity to play and to be successful, but you don't want to take the time to take care of those grades, then it's not going to happen.
Absolutely.
So that's one of the things. You got to be coach, but you got to be psychologist too, and you got to be open to everything that they're going through to try to help them navigate through life.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, grades are huge. Somebody could be getting better grades, but they're not as good as a basketball player as you, but they
And
got
those
the
coaches
grades,
that say,
so-
I can't get you in school because you got to have grades.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You got to have that. And then if you have those grades, you got to maintain those grades.
That's the thing too.
I remember at Ohio State, I stayed down in Columbus for the summer because I wanted to get ahead of my grades. So I took almost 30 hours for the summer, 30-hour classes for the summer.
Wow.
Because when you're playing basketball, you travel so much. And in the winter, it gets cold, and then you traveling, like you getting ready to go to Minnesota, you going to Michigan or Iowa and stuff, and you can take a light load.
Yeah.
And it's going to help you. So spend the summers. So I spent the summer down there, lifted, played ball, took classes and stuff, and shut everything off.
Wow.
And it helps. And I always tell, if you go into college, stay and go to summer school. It'll help you get ahead and getting your degree.
Good piece of advice. So the last thing that we always do
Yes.
is this book right here.
Okay.
This is the Complete Life's Little Instruction Book.
Okay. Wow.
And in this book,
Okay.
there are 1,560 instructions for life. So I would ask of you to give me a number between 1 and 1,560. We'll have you find it, read it, and then we'll talk about it.
Between 1, 15, and 60? Between 1 and 6 and 60?
1 and 1,560. So any number in that span.
It's a lot.
Whew. So what are these things here? These are just...
Those are tabs that I put of some of my favorite ones.
Okay, I'll take that one.
Okay.
Nice.
What number was it that you're going to choose?
Is it 818?
Okay.
Keep impeccable tax records?
Keep impeccable tax records. That is important.
Okay. Don't work for a company led by someone of questionable character.
That's important.
When working with contractors, include a penalty clause in your contract for their not finishing on time. Read bulletin boards at the grocery store, college bookstore, and coin laundry. You'll find all sorts of interesting things there. I agree with that.
Nice.
Learn 3 knock-knock jokes so that you will always be ready to entertain children. That's all right.
Yeah, solid book, huh?
Where you get this book from?
Staples.
They have it?
I don't know.
You had this for a while, right?
Have that one. I can buy a new one.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Got my tabs in it, but yeah, you could have that one.
Oh, book for book. Oh, man.
Oh.
Eye for an eye.
Hey. That's fire.
Yeah,
Okay.
you could have that one.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
So, Derick, man,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Polk,
Yes.
you're a champion on and off the court, mindset and all. I just want to say you truly embody what this podcast is all about.
100%.
Just
Yeah.
persevering through tough times, becoming somebody that you want to be. Don't letting anything stop you. You have a story to tell in many aspects of life. So I just want to say thank you for coming on the podcast. I had a great time.
Yeah.
I hope you did as well.
Oh, man, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to come, man. This is great. I'll come back. If you want me to come back anytime, you just let me know. I'll come back again, man.
Hey.
For sure. We are buddies now.
Sure.
I'm gonna put all your stuff in our description. So the link to your website,
Okay.
social medias.
Yep.
Everything will be in the description for this video. So if you're at home watching and you want to check him out anywhere, if you have a kid that you might want to put in a sports program, if you're a business or any sort of person looking to give back and you want to benefit a local cause, reach out to him directly. Everything will be in the description below. I do recommend that you reach out to this guy because you can tell from this interview that your money's going to a good place. So
absolutely.
Everybody at home, thank you so much for watching. Always, we appreciate everybody. Always. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Check us out. Check him out. Anything I missed?
Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos or updates that we post.
Wishful thinking. We'll talk to you guys in the next episode.
Peace.
Man, that was great.
Awesome.
Man, you have podcasts and stuff, but your podcast is very unique and different.
Thank you.
You keep it lighthearted. You keep it, even your serious questions, you keep it lighthearted. That's good.
I try when things get serious. I try to throw some in there. How can I make it now?
I know. No, we were getting deep for a second.
That was great.
That was good. I like that.
What's going on, Wishful Thinkers? Just want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors of these videos, Sound Precision Entertainment and Cufflink Media. Thank you so much for letting us use the studio and the equipment.
Sound Precision Entertainment is a Cleveland local-based wedding DJ company. Cufflink Media does photography and videography as well. So if you're in the market and you're looking for any of these services, whether it's weddings, outings, parties, or anything of the nature, make sure you reach out to them at spedj.com and cufflinkmedia.com.